Today we are staying the night in the West Midlands most haunted hotel, the Station Hotel in Dudley. I'm stood in front of it right now and we are going to be spending the night 24 hours here and we are going to see what happens. I'm very scared. There's a long history here of lots of ghost hauntings, lots of paranormal activity, so I'm very excited to see what happens. We have a Ouija board, we have ghost stories, we have torches, we've got the full gear. Come on in, let's go. Big car park out here. I believe parking is included, so that's good. There's a coffee lounge and bar which we're definitely going to check out. The hotel actually looks quite big. I'm just about to head in, but from the outside it's looking pretty big. Before we go in, very quickly, how are we feeling? Are you feeling nervous? What's the vibe?
I want to get my car on the system. I don't want to get a ticket.
Okay. About the hotel stay though, please.
I'm okay at the moment. Not sure how scared I'm going to be later. But it's just a room.
It's just a room, guys. It's just a room. There are 2 rooms specifically that are supposed to be very haunted here, but we'll get into that shortly. Actually looks really nice and modern, doesn't it? I'm guessing you can just help yourself to these books. I think that's so nice because lots of hotels don't actually do this, do they? A little lounge area here right next to the car park. And then you come through and there's another little lounging area. Something about a lone piano is in itself a little bit creepy. Oh, this is nice. Oh, no way, they've got little iced coffees as well. I'm impressed. I love that they have this as well because I am a light sleeper, so that's really nice that they've thought of that. But yeah, there's a little coffee bar situation here. This is really nice. They've got wine. So far, to be fair, it just looks like a nice hotel.
I like it.
Okay, so we're going to go head to our room now. This stairway, though, is supposedly a place where most children are heard running up and down these stairs. Supposedly, these stairs are actually also haunted. So the top floor is the second floor then. There's only 2 floors of rooms. Here we are. And this is the corridor. Let's just see what's out the window. Just a view of the car park. It looks quite decent. So you come in and we've got a little kitchenette. There's a microwave. We've actually bought our own mugs because we wanted to have hot chocolates tonight. A kettle, a toaster.
Got a little fridge look.
You know what? That's quite cute. We need to get some snacks from the shop, don't we, from the night? But yeah, you can fully like cook something in here. That's really good. There's a little oven hob as well. Mini wardrobe, mini storage. There's a little chair that we've just dumped our stuff on in there. Out of these windows, there's just basically a view of the main road, and then this is our double bed that we're sharing. I'm actually really impressed with this room. We paid £57 for the 2 of us, and to stay in a single room it was £45 per night, £57 for the double. And you can also get triple rooms, which I think is actually what the most haunted rooms are, the 217 and the 214. And then obviously this is our bathroom. The mirror is very small, but that's okay. Very basic, very clean. So
I'm impressed. It's got everything you could possibly need. I like it. Not getting any scary vibes, which is probably good.
Just realised that this window goes all the way up, which is quite unusual really, because someone could easily jump out of it. And my mum's just gone, can we lock it, because what if the ghosts want to come in?
That's sweet. I thought that was you.
Guys, I shit you not, yeah. I just went into the bathroom to put my toiletries in there and I heard a whistling noise, like a ghostly whistle. And I walked out and I was looking at Mum and I saw the moment that Mum also heard it. And we both looked at each other and she thought it was me. I am not joking.
It's got to be the wind whistling through the windows, but it was a
I came here bloody expecting absolutely nothing to happen. Now I'm shitting myself.
That was a proper.
No, seriously, I wish I was recording.
Almost like a whistling window.
That's crazy. Truly crazy.
I thought that was you messing about until I saw you walk out the bathroom.
Okay, well this is deeply concerning. Right.
Okay, I'm off. I'm going.
That's it, we're checking back out. We've been here for 10 minutes, we've had enough. Anyways, it's fine. Yeah. I thought it was coming from inside. Seriously, I'm not joking with you guys. It was genuinely like a whistling, like it could only be the wind.
But it wasn't coming from okay. It was coming from your direction. That's why I was looking at you, because I wondered what you were doing. it wasn't coming from the windows, it was coming from this way. See you later, we're checking out. We've been here 2 minutes. That was weird though, Kate.
There's just creaks in this hotel. There's creaks.
Do you think somebody's messing about?
There's creaks. There's creaks coming from outside in the hallway. But it's just creaks.
But it wasn't a human sound.
That particular noise was not a human sound. Yes. Like right. Okay. We need to chill out because we've been here for 2 minutes, and we're already freaking out. Let me just unpack and we'll just sit down and have a quick conversation about this. We have been here a total of about 20 minutes. Mom's already having a cup of coffee. I'm just having some squash. I've left my drink in the car. We've also left the Ouija board in the car, so we actually do need to go back. So I'll just give you guys some information about the Station Hotel, which is where we are currently. So the hotel was built and partially opened in 1898, and then it opened fully in the public in 1910. So really, it's quite historical. It was originally built to serve the railway station and the guests attending shows at the nearby Hippodrome, which is now closed. So it was basically used for guests coming in and out of Dudley railway station, hence the name, the Station Hotel. It's known as one of the most haunted hotels in the West Midlands, and it was also featured in Most Haunted in 2003 with Derek Cora and Yvette Fielding. Some very famous people have stayed at this hotel. For example, Laurel and Hardy stayed here whilst touring in 1947. Bing Crosby, Tommy Cooper, Bob Hope.
I just wondered why I saw the Sinatra.
Yeah. So lots of very famous people from that sort of era have stayed here. You guys are going to actually have to watch until the end of this video to find out whether Mom and I actually do believe in ghosts. I was going to come on my own on this trip, by the way. I was just going to get a single room for myself, but my mom had the day off work, so she was like, I'll come with you. And I was like, okay, that makes it a bit less spooky for me. Let's get into the hauntings here. So a young maid named Elizabeth, or Elizabeth Hitchin, or Hitches, worked in the hotel, and she apparently had an affair with the hotel manager, either George Williams or George Williamson. She threatened to tell his wife of their affair. He's basically said to have lured her down to the cellar, killed her, and stuffed her body in one of the barrels in the cellar, which is pretty gruesome. There's another version of the story that say the girl actually rejected the hotel manager's advances, so didn't have an affair with him. She just rejected him, and then he basically took her down to the cellar and killed her. So that's two ghosts that we think of that haunt here. Specifically now, let's talk about rooms 217 and 214. Room 217 is rumoured to be haunted by an unnamed spirit. Guests staying in the room have reported to have left in a fright, with many refusing to stay in the room overnight due to the paranormal activity. Might be me and Kerry. The bed in room 217 has been known to shake, and the lights within the room switch themselves on and off. And then room 214 is considered especially haunted, with the bed or the armchair moving, the window moving, and guests being awakened by someone. So that sounds quite ominous. And then there's also two children which are said to basically roam the hallways and make noise, and they can be heard playing. And I think they're between the ages of around 4 and 8. Those are the reports that people have given. There's stories of chairs and barrels moving in the cellar by themselves, knives or objects being thrown, disembodied voices and footsteps. So I've just heard some footsteps outside. Mom ran out to see if there was anyone there, and there was no one. So I don't know if that's part of that, but kind of spooky. And guests have reported chilling sensation, the feeling of being watched, and apparitions along staircases and upper landings. So we are actually on the upper landing. I'm really impressed. This is hella warm as well. We've just put this on up to 23. It's nice. It's like having the fireplace at home, isn't it? My uncle is potentially going to come join us later once he finishes work. And we're thinking of doing a Ouija board. A bit scared.
We've had to close the bathroom door because there's a noise from the bathroom. To be honest, it's periodic. And to me, it sounds like there's when the battery goes off in the smoke
or it could
alarm
be someone tapping for help.
Yeah, but it's periodic and it's the same noise, and it does sound much like that beep from a battery in a smoke alarm. Yeah. So I think maybe next door.
Why is it in the bathroom?
Yeah, why can't we hear it from that wall?
So, there are some weird noises. There are some very weird noises. Yeah, I don't really get it.
If we can hear it through the bathroom, we should be able to hear it through that.
I don't know.
And then Katie peed with the door open.
I had to pee with the door open, guys, because Kerry thought that she'd seen some sort of white figure,
like a white mist, almost like a very thin curtain, not a net curtain, not that thick. But anyway, so you were in the bathroom with the door open, and I looked and I could see the sink with the mirror above it. It was almost like I'd seen you, and that was when I says, Kate, have you finished peeing? Because I wanted to bring the towels into the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And then that was when you said, no, can't you hear me? I'm peeing. And you started peeing. I could hear it. But I'd seen you a split second before in the mirror.
Weird.
But without looking, but just catching you.
I think Kerry's playing into this, man.
I'm not. This is the God's honest truth, Kate. That's why I says to you, have you finished peeing? Because I was bringing the towels in. So without directly looking, I sensed you there in the mirror with two people in a small environment. I know I heard that. That was like a creaking.
Something. No, it's a knock. Someone's knocking.
That's
it's next door. It's like.
To me, it's more like a creaking.
Oh, it's like a definite knock. I don't know if this is going to be picked up because we're using microphones, but I swear to you, and it was just so faint, so I it wouldn't pick up without microphones anyway. But I don't even want to open this door. You know, I'm scared. It's getting to me. Anyway, so there's been a couple spooky happenings so far. My heart rate is a bit increased, I will be honest. With us a little candle to light, we have already lit it. It seems absolutely fine. I've got a little torch as well for later. And I've also bought this ghost ornament. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go have a little walk into Dudley town, like literally 10 minutes away. What, Mum? Mum's face just looks constantly worried. What?
Did you just hear that noise?
You're joking.
You're joking. On any little creak.
You're joking. You know what the thing is? This is an old hotel as we've established, and it's like, of course, there's going to be creaks. You know what I mean?
We hear noises in our house all the time, and we don't pay any attention to them. But because
sometimes
we're here,
our house,
we're picking up on it.
Because the floorboards are so old.
It's like someone's walking up
yeah,
there,
Nick
isn't he?
often looks at me and he's like, "Is there someone upstairs?"
Especially when the heating's on and the pipes.
We need to relax. We're going to be a mess tonight, guys. Like bear in mind, it's like 5 p.m.
Why has that noise now stopped in the bathroom? The bathroom door's open and it's not gone off.
I feel like crying. I don't know why.
Have maintenance changed the battery, do you think? Why does it keep sounding like the shower's dripping and we've not used it and then
Bessie,
it stops?
I don't know. I do not know.
I keep hearing the shower dripping and we've not used the shower yet.
I'm stressed.
But then it stops.
Listen, we've got to get out of this room. We're gonna go into Dudley, have a walk around,
and then we're not coming back.
Find a different hotel. We're gonna get some dinner as well. There's a Wetherspoons in Dudley, so I think we're just gonna hit up the Wetherspoons in Dudley. Just have a walk around, come back tonight, do a Ouija board, shit ourselves all night.
So I've heard a ghostly woo. Must have been the wind whistling, and I felt a presence that wasn't there because Katie said it wasn't her. It's going to be an interesting night. This is Kerry saying goodbye for now. If I'm never seen again, guys, check out the station Hotel Dudley.
This is right across the way from our door, and they're quite scary when you look all the way down. Oh dear. I will say though, very nice plush carpets, very nice, feel very soft under my feet. Did you see the light just flicker? Did you not just see the... Are you serious? This light just flickered above my head, I swear to God. I mean, obviously it's probably just electricals, but like, did you genuinely not see that?
I don't know.
Mom, our spooky food of the night. A jacket potato with chili con carne, but like a vegetarian version. We've got some chips to share, and Mom has got a vegetarian bangers and mash. And all of the dips, so we're going to enjoy this before we go back to the hotel. For some reason, I've come back and eaten this entire tube of Pringles. We went into B&M as well, picked up these Pringles because I hadn't seen the flavour before. It's Turkish-style kebab flavour, and I've just smashed all of these Pringles out after having a jacket potato and a bunch of chips, so feeling quite full, to be honest. We've got our trusty Ouija board and planchette that we're going to use. We were going to try and do it in the lobby, and the lobby is empty. But we're going to try and go downstairs and watch The Traitors in the lobby at 9 o'clock rather than watching it up here. I think that'll be nice to utilise it. And we're going to do the Ouija board in here. However, my mum held the packet that it was in upside down. We actually dropped the planchette on the floor, which I think is like a bad omen or something. So I actually think we need to Google that. Like, I legitimately think this touching the floor says something. She's also dropped the like information that comes with it on how to open up and close the board and the things you have to say. So now I've got to go back downstairs and root through the hotel trying to find it because it's my uncle's and we borrowed it from him. So I need to go try and find that. So basically, I went to the receptionist. I was like, by any chance, has anyone handed in a piece of paper? And she looked at me and she went, and I was like, no way. So we've got them. Here's the instructions.
Oh no.
And I explained to her and she was like, why didn't you try and get rooms 214 or 217? Like, she knew all about it. And I was like, well, I did phone and leave a voicemail. And she checked her system and she was like, oh, they are actually full tonight. So she was looking for me. If you're into that sort of thing, go to the banqueting hall and look behind me. The banqueting hall is down there. And apparently it's really spooky. She's like, I don't like going in there. But if you're into that sort of stuff, you're going to like the banqueting hall. So we're going to go. It does look quite scary though, doesn't it? Just had a look into it, and apparently like in the banqueting section, there's supposed to be like a man who throws stuff at people.
I did not go do that room.
Yeah, we really didn't want to do the Ouija board in our room, so we're going to try and do it in the bank. I don't know if they're going to let us do it there, Mum. She just said go have a look. Is one of them guys 213, 217? Guys, we've come into the banqueting suite. She didn't leave the lights on for us, by the way. She did not leave the lights on at all. But I'm sorry, this is hella spooky. Like, obviously there's a bar there.
Remind me, I've left that on the table.
Okay.
Just while I'm looking around.
This is, I'm stressed. Okay. Okay.
Is that you?
Yeah. So she said she'd leave the light on for us, but she is not. So we are walking around here in the dark, but I have brought my my torch with me. If this isn't giving spooky, I don't know what is. Especially when a girl who used to work here is said to have been murdered and stuffed into a barrel. Ho, ho. Just gonna sit here in the dark for a bit, guys. Let's see, we are here.
Hello.
Hello.
Is there anyone there who'd like to communicate with us? My name's Kerry. Do you want to introduce yourself, Katie?
I'm Katie.
So we're Kerry and Katie.
And together we're Jepic. My name's Jack and this is Edward.
Together we are Jedward. Spirit, if you're there and you'd like to communicate with us, if you'd like to perhaps touch one of us on the shoulder or knock on the table, if there's anyone there, tap once for yes, twice for no. If you're here, Spirit, if you could make a noise so we know that you're in the room with us. So hello, Spirit, my name's Katie.
My name's Kerry.
Sorry.
You're not going to believe me, but my right arm feels just really unnecessarily heavy.
Really?
Yeah. And it has done for the past 2 minutes, but I don't think I'm overthinking. I did just feel a weird pull on my arm, but that could just be that random aching pain. And I did just feel a weird stabbing pain in my leg, which is a bit unusual. But
I want to do this.
we're going back into the banquet hall. This is crazy.
Power of elements, spirits, angels, please protect ourselves from any negative energies and spirits. Kate, I need some light.
Oh, sorry.
Is there anyone here with us in the room tonight? If yes, please move to the yes in the left-hand corner of the board. Or if you prefer to spell out your name using the alphabet on the board. Or perhaps if we ask you some questions. Did you die here, Spirit? It's weird. Energy moving on the board. So we'll get some energy moving.
Stay on the board.
Yeah.
It's only supposed to stay on the board.
Let's get some energy going. Okay, Spirit. Right, so are you here in the room with us, Spirit? And this session has now ended and we close the circle. We have now parted ways. Thank you and goodbye.
We obviously just did the Ouija board and nothing came from it. There was nothing that was picked up. We made sure to close the Ouija board properly because you never know, even if they don't come through. So we tried. This is where we did the Ouija board. Sadly, nothing came, but we tried. Felt a bit scary doing a Ouija board in here, I will admit. Did feel a bit scary, but I was kind of hoping something would happen. Just spoke to a bloke in the hallway who was just like sat working or on his laptop with a pint, and he was like, "Are you guys ghost hunting?" And we were like, "Yeah." Hello, friends. It is now a couple of hours later. We've watched the traitors, we both had showers, and we both just kind of like relaxed a little bit, and we've got some hot chocolates as well on the go. I've just poured them. If there is anything suspicious that like happens tonight, we will obviously pick up the camera. I'm kind of hoping nothing does, but also I am hoping that something does because I want it to be interesting for the vlog, you know what I mean? It's 11:30, knowing us, we're going to stay up till probably at least 1. If you hear from us tonight, it'll be because something's happened and we want to report it. See you in the morning. Bye bye. Guys, I don't think you can see a singular thing because it's pitch black. We've gone to bed and there's lots of noises happening, like lots. Kerry came to bed and she left the big light on and I was like, "Are you going to turn the light off?" And she was like, "No, let's sleep with the light on." So I looked up and she's pushed our chair against the door so that like obviously it makes it harder for anyone to break in or anything. Like 1:30, we only like tried to go to bed at like 1. I'm trying to record this noise. I don't know if it's going to pick up. Like a flicking. I'm crying. I'm actually crying with laughter. Guys, it's 2 a.m. She's packing up our stuff. We're going home. Oh, I'm sorry. Will my voice wake up other people? Not coughing here if something's going on around us. Guys, I don't know if it's going to pick up, but you don't understand the noises happening. I'm hearing footsteps running around outside in the hallway. The noise, right, from this radiator that is non-stop on and off, just like non-stop, and Mom just can't deal with it. She's just like, "I've had enough." What's got me? Mom, was that not just people footsteps running down the corridor?
No, because there was no. I don't know.
That's even worse if there's no.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, babe.
I don't even mind that so much because it's consistent and I know that it's coming. But the thing that is bothering me is the like random ass footsteps outside that sound like just a gentle pitter patter of someone running up and down the corridor. That's not what I need. Kerry has actually got work in the morning, which is why.
Well, tomorrow afternoon.
I think she's quite keen to go.
Sleep.
I don't mind it because it's like consistent, so I know it's coming. You can just put some earplugs in, you know what I mean? I wasn't expecting to sleep well anyway. But the thing that is freaking me out is the cacophony of other sounds that are not being explained here. Like, I keep hearing things and we don't have an explanation for what they are. That makes sense because it's a plumbing issue. Literally 2 a.m. and we're now packing up to go home. We're not even staying the night. This is crazy. Just gonna drive home. We'll honestly be back like really soon. So possibly the only thing haunted about this hotel is its plumbing. Actually going home. Kerry's fully getting changed. Okay, let me. Mom, if the neighbours can hear us, I'm sure it's a nice respite for the rest of the noises in this place. I would be tempted to stay, but I don't want to stay here by myself. No way.
Noises, they're just impossible. Katie, no.
What? Is it hot? It's honestly switched off, but it's still producing heat. Like, that's like burning my hand to keep it there.
It's not even on. Look, guys. This is on. Can you...
Look, it's literally switched off. Like, look, to turn it on, you have to do that.
But
that's turned it off, but like the heat, it's like still coming out like crazy. I knew it was hot because it's on.
It's been off well over an hour.
But it was on 27, so that's really hot. But it's weird, like it's still like it's on because it is still really warm in here. Maybe that's why it's making all those noises.
It could be. But what about the footsteps up and down the corridor?
Yeah, the footsteps up and down the corridor are not for me. Like, I don't really understand. Because we had this light off, people were walking around outside. The lights would have come on. Did they come on? I actually couldn't see, but Mum said they didn't.
Well, yeah, because there's a gap around the door.
The noise just happened again. This is switched off.
Oh, okay.
But it's switched off at the wall. The noise has just happened again. This is the time. 2:06. Literally got my pyjamas on under this, but Let's go. Gas station hotel. We in the car, we out. Mom's just said to me as we're in the car driving home at 2:15. I'm glad we did it though. It's 2:30. We are at home. I'm getting my ass to bed. Hey guys, I'm just sat editing this video back and I just wanted to give a quick outro. So we had a really fun time. Obviously we ended up leaving in the middle of the night, which was really not expected. I fully expected us to stay the full night, but when my mom suggested leaving, it seemed like that was the best option. She had work the next day. She wasn't going to get any sleep with all these noises going on, so it just seemed like the right thing to do. Do I think the hotel is haunted? I don't think so. The thing that I cannot explain is the footsteps outside our door. It genuinely felt like the footsteps were right next to our door, and I was sort of bracing myself for someone to knock on the door because that's how close they felt. It really felt like someone was just going to knock on our door at any time. So it wasn't a super relaxing experience because I was sort of anticipating that. Everything else I think can be explained by just having like really poor plumbing and like it being like a really old hotel. It probably needs a massive update, to be honest, because those noises were actually ridiculous. You can't tell on camera at all how loud it was or how consistent it was, which is such a shame. And that wasn't even like one of the haunted rooms. Supposedly we were staying in room 207. I personally don't believe in ghosts, and my mom doesn't either. However, we did this for a bit of a laugh, a bit of fun, and we were allowing ourselves to get spooked out. It was honestly really, really fun, and I would actually like to stay in another haunted hotel to have the experience again, but in another location. So if you guys have any recommendations, I'd be like very, very happy to hear. Do I think it's haunted? I honestly couldn't say. Personally, as someone who doesn't believe in ghosts, naturally I want to say no, but I also was quite freaked out by the constant footsteps up and down outside our hallway, and it doesn't make sense to me because there wasn't anyone above. We were on the top floor, and then also there's light sensors outside, and the light sensors hadn't gone on, suggesting that there's nobody there, which then doesn't explain why there were so many footsteps going back and forth. And it felt like they were right next to the door, and they were very, very light footsteps as well, suggesting that it was like a child's footsteps. So that is kind of in line with what some of the reports have been there, because some children are said to roam the hallways. So that was kind of freaky, and I don't have an explanation for that. So take from that what you will. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know what you thought, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.